Have you ever had a moment where you closed your eyes and let yourself drift into a dream? Maybe you pictured the life you truly want, a life where you wake up full of peace, where the home around you feels like it belongs to your soul, where the people in your world love and support you, and where your days actually feel alive with meaning. Most of us have. We imagine it. We long for it. We carry it inside of us. But here's the big question. Why do some people actually step into that life, while others keep it as just a dream in their mind? Is it luck? Is it chance? Or is there something deeper? Something about the way we tune into life itself? What if I told you it comes down to something called quantum frequency? And what if I told you that once you understand it, not in a complicated scientific-only way, but in a real, practical, deeply personal way, you'll realize that the life you've been imagining isn't far away. It's already here, waiting at the frequency you choose. At its core, the universe is not made of solid stuff. Science has shown us this for over a century. When you zoom in far enough, past your skin, past your cells, past the atoms themselves, you don't find hard matter. You find energy. You find vibration. You find movement. Everything is frequency. And here's the part that matters for you. Your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, they are frequencies too. Think about a radio for a second. When you tune your dial to 88.5, you can't expect to hear what's being broadcast on 101.7. They're two different stations. If you want a new song, you have to change the frequency. Life works the same way. When you're tuned to fear, doubt, and lack, guess what kind of experiences show up? The same vibration. It's like being stuck on a station that only plays sad songs on repeat. But when you shift your dial to gratitude, joy, and possibility, you suddenly start picking up a different kind of signal. You attract different people, different opportunities, and different experiences. I'll share something from my own life. There was a time when I felt completely stuck. I'd wake up every day with this heavy feeling in my chest, like the world was too big and I was too small. I wanted more. More creativity, more freedom, more meaning. I picture myself traveling, connecting with amazing people, waking up excited to create. I'd imagine it so vividly, but the truth, my reality didn't match. And here's why. My inner frequency was off. Even though I dreamed about freedom, my thoughts were full of fear. What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? Those thoughts had weight. They carried a low vibration. And because of that, my actions matched that energy. I hesitated. I played small. I stayed safe. The moment things began to shift was the moment I realized my frequency is my responsibility. If I keep vibrating with fear, I can't expect life to hand me freedom. If I want something new, I have to tune differently. So I started small. Each morning, before grabbing my phone, I'd close my eyes and imagine my dream life as if it was already real. I feel it. The joy of waking up in that space, the excitement of living with purpose. And something subtle started happening. My mood shifted. My choices shifted. People began showing up in my life who aligned with the frequency I was choosing. Opportunities that seemed impossible before started appearing. It didn't happen overnight, but slowly, my external reality started to catch up with my internal frequency. That's when I realized, this isn't just an idea. This is how life actually works. Let's ground this in something concrete. Quantum physics tells us that at the smallest level, particles exist in what's called a superposition, a state of infinite possibilities. They aren't locked into one form until they're observed. Now, here's the wild part. When you observe something, you collapse that wave of possibilities into a single outcome. In other words, your focus determines what becomes real. Think about that for a moment. Reality responds to attention. If you constantly focus on what you fear, you collapse reality into outcomes that match that fear. If you focus on lack, you collapse into lack. But if you focus on abundance, on joy, on possibility, you collapse into that. This isn't magic, it's resonance. Picture two tuning forks sitting next to each other. If you strike one and it vibrates at a certain frequency, the other starts vibrating too, even though you never touched it. That's resonance. Your mind and your emotions are like one tuning fork. The universe is the other. Whatever frequency you're broadcasting, life resonates with it. So again, the question is, what station are you tuned to? Because your inner station is what the outer world starts to play back to you. If you want to live the life you've been imagining, it's not enough to just wish for it. Wishing is passive. Tuning is active. Here's how you start tuning yourself to a new frequency. Shift your thoughts. Notice when your inner dialogue is saying, "I can't," or "It's impossible." Don't fight it, but choose to ask instead, what if it is possible? What if it's closer than I think? That tiny shift changes your signal. Shift your emotions. Your feelings are like amplifiers for your frequency. Even spending 60 seconds a day truly feeling joy, gratitude, or love can create ripples. Imagine your dream life and let yourself feel it now. Shift your actions. Every small action is a vote for your future. Ask yourself, if I were already living that life, what would I do today? Maybe it's making a healthier choice. Maybe it's sending that email. Maybe it's creating something. Live a piece of it now. Life doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. Take a breath with me right now. Think about the dream life you hold inside. Imagine how it feels to wake up in that life. Now ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to match that feeling? That's how tuning begins. Let me give you some concrete practices that can help you shift your frequency every single day. Morning frequency reset. Before you touch your phone, sit up in bed, close your eyes, and imagine one scene from your dream life. Not the whole thing, just one scene. Maybe it's drinking coffee on your dream balcony. Maybe it's walking into a job you love. See it, feel it. Let your body believe it's real. Even 2 minutes can change your entire day. Gratitude anchors. Set 3 reminders on your phone. Morning, afternoon, evening. When they go off, pause and name one thing you're grateful for right now. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift your frequency from lack to abundance. Embodiment. Ask yourself throughout the day, if I was already living that life, how would I walk into this room? How would I speak? How would I treat people? How would I treat myself? Then act that way now. Embodiment pulls your imagined life into the present moment. Energy check-ins. Pay attention to your vibe. If you notice yourself spiraling into frustration or fear, pause. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Imagine tuning a radio dial and choosing a different station. You don't have to wait until tomorrow to reset. You can shift right now. Nighttime visualization. Before you fall asleep, picture your dream life again. This imprints it on your subconscious, which works on your frequency even while you rest. These steps may sound simple, but simple is powerful. Frequency doesn't shift through complexity, it shifts through consistency. Here's what I want you to take away. The life you've been imagining is not a fantasy. It's not someday. It's not waiting for permission. It already exists, at the frequency you choose to align with. When you understand quantum frequency, you realize something profound. You are not separate from your dreams. You are the dream. You are the transmitter, the receiver, the signal itself. Every thought, every feeling, every action is part of your broadcast, and life, in response, reflects it back to you. So maybe today is the day you stop asking, when will my dream life arrive? And start asking, how can I tune into it right now? Close your eyes for just a second. Picture that life again. Feel it in your body. Notice the emotions it stirs. That's your frequency. That's your power. And the more you choose to live from that place, not just once, not just when it's easy, but daily, moment by moment, the more reality has no choice but to rise up and meet you there. So don't just dream, don't just wish. Tune in, live it, be it. Because the life you've been imagining is more real, more possible, and more available than you've ever believed. And maybe, just maybe, this is the moment you finally decide to step into it. If you found this journey helpful, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you don't miss more practices like this.